Then coming to part B, describe 3 motives of holding inventory. 6 marks. 3 what? 3 motives of holding inventory. These motives should not be confused by the motives of holding money or cash. The question is specific. 3 motives of holding inventory. Part B, 3 motives of holding inventory. 3 motives of holding inventory. The first motive is precautionary motive. The second motive is speculative motive. The third motive is transaction motive. 3 motives. 1, transaction motive. 2, precautionary motive, and speculative. 3. So the question is, describe the 3 motives. The first one I've said, let's begin with transaction. Transaction motive. What is it all about? The reason for holding cash, candidates, the motive for holding not cash but inventory, the motive for holding cash, what are the reasons, what are the motives that would lead an enterprise to hold inventories or stocks? One is transaction motive. What is it all about? Now, the reason why an organization would hold inventory is transaction motive, which means the motive would be to avoid what we call bottlenecks. Bottlenecks in its production. These are unnecessary stoppages. You would need, if you want to have continuous production of products or goods, then you need to have continuous supply of raw materials, because you cannot produce finished goods unless you have raw materials. So a company would require raw materials, which will then be processed or converted into finished goods. So one important motive of holding inventories, having inventories in store. Holding inventory means storing inventory, is to ensure that there are no bottlenecks, there are no stoppages in production. No stoppages in production. By maintaining inventories, we can say, by maintaining inventories, the enterprise ensures that ensures that production is not interrupted, and also, and we can say sales are not unavailable, because there are 2 things here. There should be no interruption in supply of raw materials. If there is no interruption of supply of materials, then there will be no interruption of availability of finished goods. So there are 2 ways or reasons or perspectives. There is the aspect of the raw material and finished goods. Then the second motive is the precautionary motive. Number 2, precautionary motive. Precautionary motive. Precautionary motive. Now, the reason an enterprise should hold inventory is to cushion the enterprise, to cushion the enterprise or the company, to cushion the company against unpredicted business. Sometimes business may not be predictable. You may not know or be 100% sure that tomorrow you'll have raw materials. There may be what we call shortages, unexpected shortages in supply of raw materials. So a prudent organization would hold inventories to cushion the company against such shortages of raw materials in the market. Here we are talking about situations like unforeseen slump in the supply of raw materials. So to avoid against such unpredicted business, then the company should hold inventories. Then the third motive, number 3, is this is transaction precautionary. Then number 3, speculative motive. Speculative motive. The company may hold inventory so as to take advantage of advantage of price fluctuations. For example, if the prices of raw materials are expected to increase, then it may be prudent for the company to buy raw materials beforehand, before the increase in prices. These are fluctuations. So again, the prices of the raw materials may also reduce. Okay? If the prices of raw materials are expected to reduce, then the company should hold few quantities of inventories so that when the prices are lowered, the company will buy the raw materials at a lower price than previous prices. So these are the motives of holding inventories. And you may have this, that's 2 marks, total 6 marks. You may have noticed that the motives of holding inventory are the same, okay, in terms of the headings, but the explanation is different. So there are 3 motives of holding inventory, that is transaction motive, precautionary motive, speculative motive. There are also 3 main motives of holding cash or money, that is transaction motive, precautionary motive, speculative motive. The same headings, but the explanation different. So make sure you revise on the motives of holding cash or money.